Hey, what is up, folks? So I want to talk about something because I am reading the Quran right now, the Holy Quran, the Islamic book that Muslims read. And I'm very impressed with the Quran, very impressed, super impressed with the Quran. And one thing that I noticed from me reading, I'm not even halfway, I'm probably halfway now. I'm on Surah, I think that's what they call it, Surah 22, the pilgrimage. I can't even say the freaking word right. The pilgrimage. Yeah, I can't. My English is whack right now. But with that, I'm very impressed with the Quran. As you can see, I'm like I got the clear. Yeah, it's right here. See, so I got the clear Quran. My apologies. My Quran's all kind of messed up a little bit. I do want to get the same Quran, but in hardcover version. I do listen to the audiobook, which I haven't really. I've been mostly reading it because I like reading the books and also listening to the audio. So I'm very impressed with Islam. No matter what and the more I read the Quran and start looking up like Islamic content and educating myself about Islam, the more I see people hating on Islam. Most people call them, they'll say Islamophobes. They fear the truth. They fear the Quran. And I'm at the point now, I'm not even finishing with the book. And I believe Islam to be the truth. And what is preventing me from taking my Shahada right now, which I heard, I guess you need somebody to witness you to take your Shahada. But I want to fully read the book and more understand before I take full commitment. But honestly, I might just do it now and be immersed with it. Because I am very impressed with Islam. But the one message that I noticed within Islam that I like to say with the Quran, which I think that's the reason why a lot of there's a lot of deviations within Christianity. There's so much of them. But with Islam, one thing that I noticed, one thing it repeats over and over and over and over and over again, so many times, there's no one worthy of worship except him. Worship God alone. Do not associate any others in worship of God. So basically, and I understand this now. I totally understand this. And it always seemed wrong for me that when I see like an image of Jesus, and also says in the Bible too. So the Bible says, do not worship no other God. Right? Do not worship any other God. Do not worship idols. And they got an image of this so-called Jesus and this image of him, and Christians are worshiping him. It's a problem to me. I had it was always wrong to me. It didn't make sense. And I also said, when I hear Christians talking about Jesus as God, I always seen that they always say, like, I think in the Old Testament says that God doesn't have a face. You cannot see God. I think it was Moses. If I believe, I could be wrong. But if you see me, you will surely die, basically. So it makes sense to me, man. Associate no one other than God. And that's what people done with Jesus. He's a prophet, the Messiah, and people end up worshiping him. There was a whole debate on it. I think they had so many Council of Nicaea and all this. I've been still educating myself on the matter. But it just never seemed right to me. And Islam actually answered a lot of my questions. And it also didn't make sense to me when I seen when it's gave up his only son. And it's like, how about us? Are we sons and daughters of God? And I understand the metaphorical way of we're sons and daughters of God in a metaphorical way, which is we're not truly, because God has no children, no parents or anything like that. He's the creator. But I understand the whole point. So it is pretty amazing. I'm very impressed with Islam. And I will most likely become a Muslim. Honestly, I'm keep reading it. I'm educating myself. And as you can see, those are all them books right there. I got a lot of books. I got a lot of audio books too. And I got another bookcase right here. If you guys don't know, I want to flip around. My room's a kind of mess right now. But with that, I'm very impressed with Islam. Very impressed. And what got me into it, honestly, me doing research and I'm obsessed with God stuff, God and everything like that. I got the Fallen and the Son of Sin, God, Adam, these series that I'm working on, and I was gonna come to Islam eventually. But what really made me come into it when I was listening to Malcolm X speeches when he gave the definition of Islam and being a Muslim, which is like, whoa, it makes a lot of sense. So if you're a Christian, or I look at even Christians, you're basically following Jesus Christ and his teachings. There's teachings and following the law, which most Christians don't. But anyways, besides all the point, there's a lot of arguments that can go through it. But for me, Islam resonates me more than ever with Christianity. It's just had a lot of questions within Christianity. It's just a lot of that, having Jesus on the cross, worshiping him. It never made sense to me, and I always had questions. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.